afternoon. It's 12:25 here on the East Coast. I'm here in Maine, and it is still cold outside. I got my errands done like I said I was going to do, and now I'm giving you your dinar update and GCR update, whatever's on the summary. But guys, we did have some movement in the dinar, and people were reporting it this morning when I got up, but I had to do my God thing, guys. God comes first, wealth comes second. When you seek God first and his righteousness, all these things shall be added unto you. So now that we've got that over with, and hopefully you watch my morning video, but if you're not a God person, that's okay. You can just look at this Intel video. These show up on my primary homepage anyway, so that's good. I'm looking for a cloth for my, hold on guys. Guys, I do this in the cracks of my day because I do run a couple businesses, and had to run an errand. And Gwen, I apologize if you watch this. I did not get your check yet. I don't know what's up. So tomorrow's another day, but I didn't get it yet. Snail mail. It's probably the Christmas season, so we'll have to schedule that once I receive it. So apologize. Oh, something's here. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was the recycling. I got another package being delivered today. I had an initial relive shipment. Cardio Essentials was out of stock, so when it was in stock, my husband ordered it right away. That's a very important product for heart health. If you have a history of heart disease or anything like that, you may want to check out that product. I'll include my link below. So anyways, Nick Fleming, listen to this. This just came out at 12:04. It says, Hernan, I am with a full NDA. I cannot say anything at all, Hernan says. Well, this news is fantastic. They are silencing with NDA full the people who are really into it and know more about the RV than anyone. This means that we are even closer. Take care, friend Nick. Cheers. Hernan Robert E. Bravo. Bravo. Or whatever. And keep your prayers up there for Nick. Evidently, he's got some serious health issues. Doctor told him he's not going to live to his 76th birthday, so keep him in your prayer. If any of you knows him, maybe you ought to introduce him to me, and I can introduce him to Relive, or you yourself can introduce him to Relive if you're on my, or if you're interested in being on my team, because somebody needs to tell that man about Relive, and I don't know him personally. And then this is Oakley. All the buzzwords and the continual confusing info we receive leads one to believe we are chasing ghosts. Casper is elusive. We are calling in the Ghostbusters, chasing the elusive RV. We are positive timing and X factors exist. We wait and alert and are positive. Well, that was before the news through Nader this morning that they literally changed the rate a whole 20%. That's a pretty big change when you look at the change. So it changed 20%. What does that mean? That means you can get more. If you wanted to sell some dinar, you can get some quick cash and you've made a 20% profit, depending on where you bought it at, right? So if you need some cash flow, maybe you want to sell it. You know, I hear eBay is a good place to sell it. People are selling on eBay all the time. So I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a 20% increase in your return. That's not a bad return, right? So just chew on that. That's really good. And they're expecting it to float. So guys, if you've been listening to me for any time at all, you know, God says the time is now. So this was movement, but if it's going to float, I'm excited because we know it's worth more than what that rate is. So anyways, I'm not going to go into the details, guys. Like I said, I'm very today. So Mountain Goat, welcome to the month of December. This is a very critical month for us investors in the IQD. For if we're going to see any action by the CBI to reinstate the dinar anytime in January, we must begin to hear news from them over the change out of the paper currency to lower denominations, etc., to accommodate the new rate, which they call the project to delete the zeros, which we all hope will be finally out of the program rate to a much higher one once on Forex. Yes, a rate reflecting the true value of Iraqi dinar, a rate we are still looking for. RV already. The Iraqi parliament completes the cabinet of the Sudanese government by granting confidence to 2 ministers. It says now we just need a surprise announcement from the CBI, which is what was announced by Nader this morning. A deputy reveals the developments of the budget and calls for it to be sent before this day. Revealed the latest developments approval of the general budget, calling on the government to send it to the House of Representatives for the 6th day of this month. If the government succeeds in sending the general budget to the House of Representatives, the latter will continue to hold sessions until it is approved without going to the legislative recess. There are no coincidences to the ongoings. They are plotting to a key date. And Mark Z said, remember when we thought the dinar was only going to be 86 cents and the dong 0.05 cents? We were so excited then. So Mark is saying, I still believe the dong will come out at the $2 to $2.25 range. Contacts say it may be closer to $3.50 or so, but we still expect $2 to $2.25. Frank 26, they're going to have a 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. How are they going to get those? Well, the 5,000, they lift the 3 zeros and it's 5. The 10,000, they lift the 3 zeros and it's 10, and on and on and on. They're well prepared. They have things calculated. Firefly. The TV is talking all the gold they now have. They're tying it in with a monetary reform. Yes, they have told you in the past that you have a tremendous amount of gold to back up your reserves for your currency, but you also have so much untapped reserve potential in the ground. Iraq is extremely rich. You will become a Mecca in the East. Sandy Ingram, the money auctions that happen in Iraq daily. Iraq has an account with the Federal Reserve Bank in New York, which draws money on Iraq's oil reserves. Pallets of $100 bills are flown into Baghdad, where the Central Bank of Iraq takes possession. The CBI then sells these dollars in daily auctions to Iraqi bank and money transferring firms in exchange for Iraqi dinars. What I want you to focus on is the Central Bank of Iraq collects Iraqi dinars left and right every day in the auctions. Never ever forget this fact. What is the CBI doing with all the Iraqi dinars? The Iraqi Central Bank is collecting millions of Iraqi dinar daily. They are making their money scarce. Caparoni. People always wonder why Iraq can't significantly RV the Iraqi dinar and often compare it to other Middle East countries. The difference is Iraq has over 83 trillion dinar in circulation compared to between 40 to 80 billion dinar in many other Arab states. Pempy. There's some interesting developments involving the exchange rate. I was impressed when Al-Kazemi was prime minister, but I'm super impressed so far by the speed in which Al-Sudani is moving. That's Pempy being rarely positive. So I'm still excited about this, guys. And like I said, you have options now. That it just increased 20%. That's significant. If you have any history in investing, that's a pretty significant increase. So you can, if you need cash, you could sell some of it, or you can do what I'm doing, which is holding for a more substantial rate. But that is an option. If you're in hard times, you can always sell some of your currency. They're going to have that's Frank 26 again, talking about lifting the 3 zeros if they do that. That's a repeat. Sorry. It was just bolded. I don't know why. So this is news as of yesterday. The Central Bank of Iraq decided on Sunday to increase the weekly sales of the U.S. dollar in the currency auction in an attempt to restore exchange rate to its previous state. According to a document issued by the bank, which was seen by Shafaq News Agency and addressed in mediation companies for the sale and purchase of foreign currencies, it stated, based on the objectives of this bank to achieve stability in the general level of prices and exchange rates and to meet the high demand for foreign currency in the local markets, it was decided to increase the weekly share for cash sales in dollars starting tomorrow, Monday. The bank affirmed its readiness to meet the needs of all citizens of foreign countries according to the purposes allowed to be financed legally, in addition to financing electronic payment cards that are used to payment operations outside of Iraq at an exchange rate of 1470 Iraqi dinars per dollar, while adhering to what was stated in the controls for selling foreign currency for the year 2021, as well as anti-money laundering and terrorism financing law number 39 of 2015. According to the document, the bank Determine the earnings of companies according to their classification, whereby category a companies receive $1,800,000 per week. Category B receives $750,000 per week. Category companies received $80,000 per week, and banks received $200,000 per week. Again, it's a 20% increase in the individual rate for the Iraqi dinar. A 20% increase. I hope that makes sense. If not, comment down below. This is what's actually happening. I'm trying to keep it simple for those that are not math people. Quit putting, don't put, it went from what, 1160 to 1480? It increased. So be happy. It increased. Now let's see where it goes. Because guys, there's always a lot of misinformation right before this happens. This happened in Kuwait before, and they revalued it overnight. So keep the faith, guys. How are you feeling? Stay positive as much as you can. I personally celebrated. I had some milk and cookies after I had my nutritional shake. So if you're on good nutrition, you can enjoy the milk and cookies, right? God bless you. I'll put my nutritional link down below too in case you want to check that out. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet checked out my live, it was talking about how do you literally walk in the nobility you're going to feel like when you get this wealth transfer. God bless. Don't miss that. Go check it out. Bye. It's under my live tab, by the way, because this is the homepage where these are. YouTube did that for me, so I don't know. Talk to you later. Bye.